Hi dear students, so in the last class we discussed about chapter 11 algebra. Okay, and we discussed about exercise 11.1 and question number up to 2. Exercise 11.2. Okay, here now we solve the problem exercise 11.1 and the question number 4. So the question is here and question is in our textbook page number 231. The diameter of a circle is a line which joins two points on the circle and also passes through the center of the circle. So we know the diameter and radius of a circle, and here the point is the diameter of a circle is a line which joins two points on the circle and also it passes through the center of the circle. So the diameter of the circle is also passes through the center of the circle. And express the diameter of the circle D in terms of its radius R. Here we want to express the diameter D. So D is the variable which represents denote the diameter, and we want to represent the diameter in terms of radius R. R is the radius and that is the variable which denote the radius of the circle. So here the circle is given and so here AB is the diameter of this circle and diameter is the line is joining any two points on the circle. So here AB is the diameter and AC is the radius of the circle. That is AC is equal to R and BC is also equal to R. And here we want to write the diameter of the circle in terms of radius. So diameter is equal to diameter of the circle is equal to AB. Diameter of the circle is equal to AB. AB is the diameter of the circle, that is AB. And AB is equal to the sum of AC and BC. AC and BC. So that's equal to AB plus BC. AC plus BC. AC plus BC or CB. Then here we know that AC is the radius or AC is equal to CP, that's equal to R. So AC is equal to R and BC is also the radius of the circle, so that is also equal to R. So AC is R and plus BC is also R. So we get R. So R plus R. So this is the diameter of the circle. D is equal to R plus R. And when we add R plus R, then we get 2R. R plus R is equal to 2R. R plus R is equal to 2R. So diameter of the given circle is equal to, circle is D is equal to 2R. So D is the variable which denote the diameter of the circle and R is the variable which denote the radius of the circle. Then the next question. To find sum of three numbers 14, 27 and 13, we can have two ways. Now the question number 5. Question number 5. Then we get 14 plus 27, we get 41. Then we add the next number, that is 13 to the result, that is plus 13. Then we get 54. Then the next way is, first we add 27. First we add 27 and 30. First we add 27 and 30. Then add the result. Add 40 to the result. Then we also get 54. 27 plus 30, we get 40. Then 40 plus 40, we get 54. Which means when we add first two numbers, then add the third number to the result, then we get 54. Then we add first number to the result of third and second and third number, then we also get the same result. Which means 40 plus 27 plus 30 is equal to 14 plus 27 plus 30. So here we also get 54 and here we also get 54. Which means if we add three numbers in any way, then we get the same result. And here the question is, and is called the associativity of addition. Associativity of addition of numbers. And here the question is, this can be done for any three numbers, or this rule can be done for any three numbers. This property is known as the associativity of addition of numbers. And express these properties which we have already studied in the chapter on all numbers in general way by using variables A, B and C. Here we want to show the or express the rule using the variables. Here we use the numbers to express the rule, and here the question is, here we want to express the rule by using variables. For example, if we consider the numbers using variables, that is A, B and C, then the equation becomes, first we add the first two numbers, then add the third number to the result, then we get the same answer, that's equal to A plus B plus C. So this is the equation. So A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So this is the equation which expresses the associativity of addition of numbers using variables. Okay, that is, if A is 40, B is 27 and C is 30, then 14 plus 27 plus 30 is equal to 14 plus result of 27 plus 30. Okay. So this is the answer of question number 3 in your exercise for exercise 11.2. So exercise 11.2 is over. Then we also discussed about expressions with variables and how to find the expression formed and how to write the expressions for the given statements in the previous class. So based on that, we are moving to our exercise 11.3. make them as many expressions with numbers. Here we want to make expressions with numbers, not with variables. So make the expressions with only numbers. As you can form three numbers. Here three numbers are given, 5, 7 and 8. So here the numbers are 5, 7 and 8. So we want to make expressions with these three numbers only by using the operations addition, subtraction and multiplication. So we use only addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, so here the possible expressions are 5 plus 8 minus 7, 5 minus 8 minus 7, 5 into 8 plus 7 are given here. And we want to make another expressions by using these three numbers, not with variables. So the first expression is we can use addition, subtraction and multiplication. So firstly, multiply 5 into 8 minus 7. 5 into 8 minus 7 is the one of the expression, which means first we take the difference of 8 minus 7, then multiply the first number with the result of 8 minus 7. Then the next expression is we can write 5 into 8 minus 7. Then we can also write the expressions like multiply 5 by the result of addition of 8 plus 7. Here we use multiplication and subtraction. Here we use multiplication and addition. Then the next one is when you first add 8 plus 5, then multiply 7 with the result. Then the next one, subtract 8 minus 5, then multiply with 7. Then the next operation is multiply 7 into 5, then add, multiply 7 into 5 and add 7 plus 5, then multiply the next number with that is 8, or subtract 7 minus 5, then multiply with 8. So these are the possible expressions that we can make with the numbers 5, 7 and 8. So the first expression is, firstly multiply 5 with the multiply 5 with the 5 multiply 5 by 8 minus 7, which means first take the difference of 8 and 7, then multiply with 5, or we can multiply 5 with the sum of 8 plus 7, then multiply 7 with the sum of 8 and 5, then multiply 7 with the difference of 8 and 5, and we can multiply by 8 with the result of 7 plus 5, and multiply 8 with the difference of 7 and 5. So these are the possible expressions that we can use these numbers, make by these numbers. Okay. So the next question number 2. Which out of the following are expressions with numbers only? So here some expressions are given. Some of them are used made by using variables, and some of the expressions are only used by numbers. Here we want to find which of these expressions are only used by numbers. So the first expression, y plus 3. Then the second one is 7 into 20 minus 8 is that 7 into 20 minus 8 is that. Then C 5 into 21 minus 7 plus 7 into 2 d 5 and e dx f 5 minus 5n d 7 into 20 minus 5 into 10 minus 45 plus p. So here from these given expressions we want to identify which of these are expressions which only use numbers. So here the first expression, here y plus 3, here is y is a variable. So y is a variable. So this is not an expression, so only using numbers. Here y is a variable. And in the equation B, expression B is 7 into 20 minus 8 is that here is also a variable is used there. There is z is a variable, so that's not an expression, only using numbers. And here 5 into 21 minus 7 plus 7 into 20. So this is an equation with numbers only. Here is no variables are found, so this is an equation with numbers only. So this is an answer. Then d here is a number only. So it's a equation with numbers only. And in the expression e 3 into x. So here it is a variable. And here 5 into 5n. So here n is a variable. And 7 into 20 minus 5 into 10 minus 45 plus p. Here p is a variable. So the answers are c and d. So the expression c and d are expressions with numbers only. So the answers are c and d. Then the next question, question number 3. Identify the operations, that is addition, subtraction, division or multiplication. In forming the following expressions and tell how the expressions have been formed. So we want to identify the given, identify the operations used in the given expressions, and the first one is z plus 1, then z minus 1 and y plus 17, y minus 17. And here the operation is addition. One is added to z. So the operation is addition. Addition. And here z minus 1. One is subtracted from z. So the operation is subtraction. And here y plus 17. So 17 is added to y. So the operation is addition. And the last one y minus 17. 17 is subtracted from y. That is the operation is subtraction. And here the expressions are formed in the form of first addition, then subtraction, again addition, subtraction. Okay, so the first operation is addition, second one is subtraction, third one is again addition and subtraction. Then the next question B. y by 17, 5 z. So here first one is 17y. This means 17 into y. Y is multiplied with 17. So multiplied by 17. So the first operation is multiplication. Then y by 17. So y is divided by 17. So the operation is division. Then here 5 z, which means 5 into z, which is z is multiplied by 5. So the operation is multiplication. So here the operation in the expression is formed by first multiplication, division, multiplication, multiplication, division and multiplication. Then C, 2y plus 17 2y minus 17. Okay, so here the operations are, and the first expression, that is 2y plus 17. First y is multiplied by 2. Y is multiplied by 2. So multiplication is used. So multiplication, and the same equation 17 is added to the product. So here addition is also used. So in the given expression the operations are multiplication and addition. Multiplication and addition. So here the operations are multiplication and subtraction. Multiplication and subtraction. Multiplication and subtraction. So first one is multiplication and addition. Then the second one is multiplication and subtraction. Then the next equation, T, 7m minus 7m, then minus 7m plus 3 minus 7m minus 3. Okay. And here first the variable m is multiplied by 7. So the operation is multiplication. And then here m is multiplied with, multiplied by minus 7. M is multiplied by minus 7 and 3 is added to the result. So here the operations are multiplication and addition. Multiplication and addition. Multiplication and addition. Then the third expression, m is multiplied by minus 7, then 3 is subtracted from the result. So here the operation is multiplication and here it is subtraction. So the operations are multiplication and subtraction. Multiplication and So here the given operations are first one multiplication, here multiplication and addition, multiplication and subtraction. Then the next question. Question number 4. Give expressions for the following cases. So here some statements are given. We want to write the expressions for the following. And the first one is 7 added to P. Which means the variable is P and 7 is added to P. So here the given operation is addition and 7 is added to P. So write the variable P, then add 7 to the variable P, that is P plus 7. Then the next one, 7 is 7 subtracted from P. 7 subtracted from P, and here the operation is subtraction and 7 is subtracted from P. So you write P, then subtract 7 from P, that is minus 7, P minus 7. Then the next question, see, P multiplied by 7, P multiplied by 7, multiplied by 7, which means the operation is multiplication and P is multiplied by 7, that is 7 into P, that's equal to 7P. 7 is multiplied by P, then the expression is 7P. Question number D. P divided by 7. P divided by 7. So P is divided by 7. So the expression is P divided by 7. So the operation is division and the expression is P by 7. P divided by 7. Then the next one, 7 subtracted from minus M. 7 subtracted from minus M. Minus M is the variable and 7 is subtracted from minus M. So you write minus M, then 7 subtracted from minus M. Subtraction means minus, then 7 minus M minus 7 minus M is subtracted from 7 minus M is subtracted from 7 minus M minus 1. Sorry, minus M minus 7. Then the next one, minus P multiplied by 5. Minus P minus 5. Sorry, minus P or negative P multiplied by 5. That is minus P multiplied by 5. 5 into minus P, that is equal to minus 5P. Minus 5P. Minus P multiplied by 5. 5 into minus P, that is equal to minus 5P. Then the next one is G. Minus P divided by 5. Minus P divided by 5. That is minus P divided by 5. Minus P by 5. Minus P by 5. minus 5. P multiplied by minus 5. So P is multiplied by minus 5, that is minus 5 into P, that is equal to minus 5P minus 5P. P is multiplied by minus 5P. So these are the answers for the question number 4 in exercise 11.3. Then take the next page. Page number 234. And the question number 5. Give expressions in the following case. So here we want to write the expressions for the following case. And the first one, 11 added to 2m. 11 added to 2m. So 11 is added to 2m. So here the question is addition. So 2m plus 11. 11 is added to 2m. Then the next one, 11 subtracted from 11 subtracted from 2m, that is 2m minus 11. 11 is subtracted from 2m. Then the question number C. 5 times y. 5 times y to which 3 is added. 5 times y to which 3 is added. So 5 times y means 5 into y. 5 times y means 5 into y. 5 times y means 5 into y. To which 3 is added. This means 3 is added to the result of 5 into y. So plus 3. That's equal to 5 into y. 5y plus 3. 5y plus 3. Okay, 5 times y means 5 into y, 5y. Then 3 is added to the result, that is 5y plus 3. Then the next question. Five times y from which 3 is subtracted. So 5 times y means 5 into y. 5 times y means 5 into y. Then 3 is subtracted from the result, which means minus 3. 5y minus 3. 5y minus 3. Then if 5 is, so y is multiplied by y is multiplied by minus 8. Y is multiplied by minus 8. That is minus 8 into y. That is minus 8 y. Then the next question. Y is multiplied by y is multiplied by 5. Y is multiplied by minus 8. And then 5 is added to the result, and then 5 is added to the result. So y is multiplied by minus 8. That means minus 8 into y. Then 5 is added to the result. That is plus 5. So minus 8 into y, we get minus 8y plus 5. So the expression is minus 8y plus 5. Minus 8y plus 5. Y is multiplied by 5. And the result is subtracted from 16. Here listen, y is multiplied by 5. This means the operation is multiplication. That is 5 into y, and the result is subtracted from the 16. So the result, that is 5 by 5 into y, 5 by, then 5y is subtracted from 16. That is 16 minus, the result is 5y. 16 minus 5y, 16. So the result is subtracted from 16. So 16 minus the result, that is 5 into y, 5y. 16 minus 5y. Then the next question. Y is multiplied by minus 5 and the result is added to 16. So 5 is multiplied by minus 5. That is 5 into, sorry, y into minus 5. That is equal to minus 5y. Minus 5y. And the result is added to 16. That is minus 5y plus 16 minus 5y plus 16. Okay, so these are the answers in your question number 5 and exercise 11.3. Then the next question. Question number 6. Form expressions using T and 4. Use not more than one number operation. Every expression must have T in it. Okay, so we want to use subtraction. Then t minus 4. 4 is subtracted from t. Then t plus 4. 4 is added to t. Then 4 is multiplied with t. 4 into t or t into 4. Then t is divided by 4. T by 4. Then we can write 4 is divided by t. 4 by t. Then t is subtracted from 4. 4 minus t. 4t is subtracted from 4. 4 minus t. Then t is added to 4. 4 plus t. So these are the expressions that we can make by using t and 4. Then the answer of question number A, part A in question number 6. Then the next one. B. Form expressions using y, 2 and 7. So here y, 2 and 7. By using these two numbers and with one variable, we want to write the expressions. So the first one is, first we multiply y 2 into y, then add 7 to the result. Then the next one is multiply 2 into 5, then subtract 7 from the result. Then 7 into y, that is multiply 7 in the variable y, then subtract the number 2. Or 7 into y plus 2. Added 2 to the result of 7 into y. So in this way we can write on expressions with by using y, 2 and 7. So you write the expressions by using y, 2 and 7. That's your homework. Okay. So our exercise 11.3 is over, and the next one is exercise 11.4. And here some questions are given, and we want to answer the following questions. Okay. And here the first question, exercise 11.4. Page number 235. And the first question, take Sarita's present age to be y years. So Sarita's present age to be y years. Sarita's age is equal to y. Sarita's age is equal to y. And here we want to answer the questions. What will be her age 5 years from now, and what was her age 3 years back? And Sarita's grandfather is 6 times her age. What is the age of her grandfather? And grandmother is 2 years younger than grandfather. What is grandmother's age? And the last question, Sarita's father age is 5 years more than 3 times Sarita's age. What is her father's age? Okay. So you just read the questions and try to answer the question. So that we will discuss in the next class. So today let's wind up our class and study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.